Hey everybody, Shawn Holsinger here from holsingersflyshop.com, bringing you a tying video this week. This week it's a nymph pattern. You could swing it as a wet, as an emerger too. It'll work great for that. And it's a caddis pattern, which are among my favorite things to fish. So here you're going to see a picture of it. It's a really cool glass caddis, and then the material list to tie it before I tie it on the video for you. Okay, here you see the Glass Bead Caddis and the vise. Very cool looking little pattern. Actually not that hard to tie. So let's get into tying it. For a hook, we're going to use one of our Holsinger's Fly Shop. This is a size 16 Scud Pupa hook. And this is a 2.5 Firehole tungsten bead here. Gold one. Use whatever color. Right in around that 2.5 size. Works good on this 16. For thread, I'm using some 8/0 wax thread from Semperfli. This is wood duck color, but use black, brown, whatever you got. Next thing we're going to put on is the body of this fly. For the body, I'm using these tires beads. The size is small on here, and the color I'm using is iridescent olive. So that's what's going to make the body of this fly, the little worm. And what I'm going to do, this is actually 6-pound yellow suffix that I use for my leader. And I'm just going to thread it through one of the eyes, through one of these beads, and then double it over in half, as you see here. And then I'm going to take the two ends and put it through like 3 or 4 beads, depending on how long you want this worm to be. So slide them on there, makes your nice little worm, and then I'm going to lay this up on top of the hook. I'm going to make a couple loose wraps, and then pull it in, get it to where I want it. And I want this sitting right on top of the hook. And what I want is about half the length of the bead body to be in the thorax here area. So just wrap that down. Nice good tight wrap. And then I'll just pull each one of these back over. And that'll lock those beads right in place. They're not going anywhere. Then we'll cut our tags off. Okay, now we're going to do the thorax on here. For that, we're using some dark stone from SLF Pattern Blends, and it doesn't take much here. Just going to put a little bit on and make a couple wraps right in front of those beads. So again, don't want too much. Just want to build up a little bit of body here, about the width of those beads. And then we're going to put the horns on this fly, and you definitely do not have to do that, but I'm going to anyway. Just a piece of pheasant tail. Going to pull 2 fibers off, and I'm going to lay those 2 fibers right up on top and tie them down back over the back. So definitely no fish is going to look at this and say, hey, there's no horns on there, that I'm not going to eat it. You don't have to have this. It's just a little added feature if you want. Now I'm going to put the legs, and for the legs I'm using, this is actually off a Brahma hen wing. Real nice cheap Brahma hackle that you get a lot of small feathers like this. So I'm going to take one that's going to match up there pretty nice. As you see, I pulled all the fluff off. Pinch the tips, pull the tips back like that, and we're going to tie it in by the tips. Get a couple wraps, get it wrapped down there, and then we're going to cut that tag off. And I'm going to make a couple wraps. Actually, I want to wrap that the other way down. I want to wrap it with the feather, the bottom side of the feather facing towards the body of the fly here. There we go. Now I'm going to wrap that around about 2 wraps tops. I don't have to get a lot of wraps on here. I just want a little bit of legginess to this fly. And as I wrap, just give it a little tease backwards with the fibers. Make 2 or 3 wraps, get it locked in place, cut that off. And there you got your legs on here, and then we're going to finish up the collar with a little bit more of that black dubbing. And this is a very simple fly that's very buggy and fishy. So again, it doesn't take much dubbing here. Just enough to build up a little bit there. And just finish it off and make it nice and neat. And then we're going to hit it with our whip finish, and we're done. You can, if you want to, take and brush that dubbing out just a little bit, make it a hair more buggy, but that's going to catch fish right like that. So there you go. I hope you like this fly. It's an easy one. Okay guys, I hope you like that pattern. It's a really simple one to tie, and it looks great when you're done. So definitely put this one in your box. I'm sure you're going to like it. It's a very fishy fly. And in my area, we have a ton of rockworms. You know, little green caddises. This is going to work great for that. Mess around, try different bead colors if you'd like to, but this one's going to work. Have fun tying, guys. That's what it's all about. And like always, if you need any of the materials to tie this one, please head over to our website at holsingersflyshop.com. We'll be more than happy to help you out with any of the materials you need for this or any other video. And like always, guys, if you want me to tie any of the flies you see in the video, shoot me a message at holsingersflyshop@gmail.com. That's what I do when I'm not out guiding. I'm here tying custom orders. So if you want anything tied, hit me up at holsingersflyshop@gmail.com. Thanks a lot, guys. Until next week when I bring you another video, I'm Shawn Holsinger.